Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nelson. Today I'm broadcasting from Kenya, Kiambu, Ruaka.
Yes.
Ruaka is the place where I am right now. I am with Minor Frank.
Yes.
Yeah. Pastor,
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you today.
Thank you.
And thank you for accepting our request.
Thank you.
I saw your story on internet.
Yes.
And your story really touched me, and I felt that we should spread the message into the whole world.
Okay.
Maybe, you never know, your message can save many people.
Very true.
Yeah. So we are going to talk with Minor. We are going to talk about his background.
Yes.
He was a criminal, but today he's a different person.
Yes.
He's changing the lives of other people.
Yes.
Who are like him before.
Yeah.
So he's trying to change the lives of young people.
Yes.
And he's going to tell us more details about this.
Yes.
But before we go into the details,
yes.
I request you to do me a favor. Like this video, share and subscribe to this channel so that the message can reach as many people as possible. Pastor Frank.
Yes.
You are welcome to this YouTube channel.
Thank you, Nelson.
Yeah. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you. Hi, viewers. My name's Frank Minor. Frank was born in Nairobi, East Land of Nairobi. And I've been raised there, growing there. So, and I'm married with one wife and 2 daughters.
You have 2 daughters?
Yes.
Wow. Tell us about your background. How was your background as a young boy? How does it look like?
To be honest, I was born and raised in Isili. Those people who know Isili is located in East Land of Nairobi. And my father and my mother they were military. Yes.
They were soldiers.
Yes, they were soldiers from Kenya Air Force. And I remember there was a coup that happened on 1982. When then was President Moi. We were led by President Moi then. After that coup, my dad did not renew his contract. So we were taken, we only just go out from the barrack and we started living in Isili.
Yeah. Now
from Isili, I can say it's because of peer pressure. Knowing that the life that I've been living there in barracks, life was so good and so simple in military barracks. But now we have come out of the barracks and now the life have changed. And I could see maybe the children that were my siblings suffering, because now even the school fees, it was like it became difficult for them, for my parents to afford. So I joined the group of boys in that area, and because of peer pressure, and I wanted to be like somebody else, because I could see them, maybe they are wearing expensive clothes, they are wearing expensive shoes, and I was introduced first to playing cards. And I don't know if in Kenya we have those, we used to use money. It's like a gambling.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a gambling.
Yeah, if you win,
now, yes, if you win, you take the money.
Yeah.
Now I realize some of the guys, because I knew the parents, they are just going from one corner to another, and then they came with a lot of money. Now I started inquiring where they are getting money from. They told me, we'll show you where we are getting money. Remember now, those years we had so many Indians in that area. So the job was that I was introduced at the first was to take those bikes, we call them BMX, from Hindu students. Now we used those Indians. Now we used to take those bikes and then we sell them a place called Mlango Kubwa. Mlango Kubwa, it is a slum area. So the money was we are using the money to play cards, and now I have been to introduce money and play cards and drugs. because that time there was a lot of heroin in Isili. So like me, I was introducing heroin at the age of 17. So at the age of 17, I have already know how to use, already I was an addict. So the job was to, it's like the years we didn't have forums whereby we can be taught the good morals. Now it's up to you to survive your own way. There is a saying we say that when you taste a heroin, you never leave it. Even there is a term, you will never leave it. Because it's like we say in a Kiswahili, nionje nioe. Just taste me, you marry me. Now from there, your life is, you have already messed up with your life. Now the life become like because you want to support your habit of addiction, and the drugs are expensive, and you are not working. What are you going to do?
To get them.
To get the money. Now to get the money, where are you going to get the money? Involving yourself in crime. So we started with a pet crime, petty stealing. We started by stealing those bikes, golden chains from Indians, snatching bags. Slowly, we started stealing spare parts, cars, vehicles, spare parts, like wheel caps, side mirrors. And the money was only to be used on playing cards and drugs. So it goes like these things, like I was then graduating from one level to another. Because now the cravings of drugs started to be raising. It was like
raising.
Yes, it was raising. It was raising. It was raising. It was raising. Yes. It continued raising until I realized now things are not good. Now I called, I remember one day there is an incident that we go and we take a side mirror from somewhere.
Side mirror from a car?
Yeah, of a car from somewhere. And we ran. We beat. Now, remember we were being chased. I remember I hid somewhere around Pangani, and that Pangani is somewhere in Nairobi. So that mirror was it cracked, so you cannot sell it. It's cracked. Now I was so mad because I was asking how can I was almost to be killed, and now the side mirror. The guy that I was taking side mirror to has refused the side mirror because it's spoiled. Now this is what I decided. I tell my friend, we were the group of 6. Now I tell the guy, no, I'm not going to be going for this kind of side mirrors and wheel caps, because now we have brought it, we are almost to be killed. Let us be going for a big car to take the whole car.
You suggested? I
suggested, let us now going for a car.
Are you the one who was older than them?
No, okay. The time of commanding, I was bigger, because now I have started doing something that was not big doing by the group. They used to steal chains, those snatching bags.
And now you are doing things that they have never done.
Yes, now I have introduced them to.
So you are superior.
Yes, now it's like I'm superior to them. So it goes like that, slowly, until now it reached somewhere. We decided, no, now the car, you cannot take the car with a knife. We used to use by those years, those time we used to threaten people with knives. Now you cannot go to threaten a driver with a knife. Now we decided, now we have to look for a gun. At this time, during those years, there was a guy from Uganda called, he was a young man, but his name was called Bokassa.
Bokassa,
he used to call him Bokassa. It was a nickname. I knew him like that, Bokassa. But this guy knew how to use gun, and he had a gun. A Escalation pistol.
He was among the 6 boys.
Yes. Now we have introduced him to be the 7th guy from the group. Why? Because he has a weapon, and we and he does, and we don't have the weapon that we can use.
Yeah.
So we have introduced him so that we can be using his gun. So I remember the first mission, and remember this time there was those color singers, those sings.
Yeah.
Hindu, you know them.
Yeah.
They used to buy, who used to do that job.
Exactly.
So they used to call to just tell her the type of car they need, the owner, where the car is. So us was to go for them, to take the car. And I remember first mission, we go and we succeeded. A place called Gitaru. We had that, we take a Volvo and we bring to Isli. And that plan succeeded. But something happened.
You sold it?
Yes, we sold it.
Money?
Yeah, we sold it. When we sold the car, when we are dividing the cash,
yeah,
I realized the guy said, if we are dividing the money, then you have to divide the gun to the gun, you have to get its share, like a human, like one of us.
Oh,
no.
The gun also,
yes,
it has to get a share.
Yeah, the gun has to get the share.
So he will take.
Now this guy is taking the two. Now we decided, no. How can we be doing this?
Yeah.
Now because we didn't have guns, and we did several robberies with this gun, we decided, now how are we going to, if the gun can take the share, then let us all of us have their own guns. Now the plan was how to get those guns.
Yeah.
Another guy, between where we are living then, there was an estate that was coming up called Ushirika. You know, where they are like abandoned project that was coming up.
Yeah, they are still building.
Yes. And there was this police from Pangani police station, Nairobi. They used to do, those police who do always patrol at night.
Yeah.
They used to pass there at 6.
At 6?
Yes, we knew.
In the morning?
Evening. Yes, at 6.
Oh.
Going to a place called Madare Slum. Now these police, we study them. When they are coming back from 2 to 3, they are drunk. Now we decided the only way to do is to get these guns from them. Remember we are 6.
Yeah.
3 of us said no. So 3 of us again say we are going for those guns. Now we prepared and we succeeded to rob the we ambushed the car, these police.
How did you do it?
I remember I have told you we have studied them.
Yeah.
They used to pass there 6 in the evening.
Yeah.
And they used to come back between 2 and 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Drunk. Drunk.
Yes.
So what we did, we ambushed them at 3.
Yeah.
We take the gun and we disappear.
Like you jump over them and
yes,
and
we had a plan, and we had a new how we are going to do it. We hijacked them, we took the guns, and we disappear. Those years, there was a big garage called, by then, Kenya Bus Services.
Yeah.
A place called Isili. And outside there was a very big place where garbage used to be collected.
Yeah.
Now what I tie my gun well with a polythene paper and I hide it there.
In the garage?
Yes, on that heap of garbage.
Yeah.
And I disappear to a place called Miraculous. But I can tell you for sure that our parents were beaten. Because police could know that those guns were taken by the guys from Isili, but they don't know who take the guns. Yes, men. There was a crackdown now. Our parents were beaten thoroughly because they wanted to give out those guns.
Yeah.
Which they couldn't see, because always when we did do a mission, we used to separate. You can go your own way. Yes. If you die your own way. Yeah. So, like now, me, I was in Marakwet.
But did you have communication to communicate with your colleagues?
Remember those years, there were no telephone.
There were no telephone.
Yes. If you want to communicate with either you write a letter or you go for by then there was those poster booth.
Yeah.
Which was not there to get it. So now, me, I'm Marakwet. When I was in Marakwet, remember I'm going there to hide.
To hide, yeah.
And I have.
And you left the gun.
I have left another gun, the garbage. remember I had to tell you that we had sell another car few days before. We had the money. Those years, you couldn't keep money in the bank because you could have been followed. So we used to keep money, cash in our homes. Those years, there was no 1,000 notes in Kenya. There was only 500 notes.
And there were so many. So there were so many. So me, I take my money.
There was no bank. Take my bag and I just traveled to Miraculous. Miraculous in Rift Valley. So when I was hiding there, one day I was walking in the bush and I found another guy just taking care of cows with a very different gun hanging. A very different. By the way, that was the first time I've seen AK-47. I used to G3, patchet and revolver. Those I knew. But this time I have seen another automatic, another special gun that I have never seen. Hey, I said, wow.
With that man who was taking care of cows.
Yes, I said, wow. How? Do you know what happened? When this guy had taken to, I approached the guy and asked him, where do you get those guns? Say, these guns, you get them from Uganda and Southern Sudan, and you can get new. The guy showed me how to dismantle the gun. By that time, shooting that area is a normal thing.
It was normal?
It is normal because it's like everybody has a gun. And so he could take me to around, show me how to dismantle the gun. And I asked him, I need another. I need one. I need one. He said, oh, if you have money, I will call the guy who sold those guns and they will bring the guns to you. That is what happened. I was succeeded to get the gun.
From Uganda?
From Uganda. By the way, the guy was a Karamajong, a very tall guy.
Yeah, Karamajong used to have a lot of guns.
Yes.
Even up to now.
Yes, and this gun was very new with the rebel. It has never been used. And I purchased it for $85,000.
$85?
85,000 Kenya shillings.
85,000.
Yes. Remember, I was in Miraculous to hide.
Yeah.
And now I have bought another gun.
And now you have two.
And this guy has already told me, you know the color, this guy can come for this gun. Because they knew you are not from this place. They can also sell that gun to somebody else. So now, my plan was to transport that gun from Miraculous again to Nairobi.
To Nairobi.
Come back to Nairobi. You see, now, I always say that sometimes you get wisdom from the devil.
Yeah.
Because that is not from wisdom from God. When I was walking around, I remember I saw some of these Kalenjin were making these African drums.
Yeah.
Those, you know how they tie them using the skin.
The skin. Yeah.
Yes. I decided to bought one. Now, I dismantle the gun, I put the gun in that drum.
In the drum?
Yes, and then I tie the gun the drum again.
Oh.
Now, I said, if I come with this drum, according to my age, people may suspect me. So what I did, I looked for a turban. In Kenya, we have a denomination called Wakorino. Yeah. They used to tie a turban. So I tie a turban like one of them, take a drum and my bag. So I started now journey to coming back.
You came with that?
Yes, now to come with this drum. And I remember when I reached to Nairobi, as I was walking the street, my friends were telling me, we know you as a crazy, but now you are mad. When did you get saved? Because they thought
because of that,
I have a turban and I have a drum, this traditional drum that only used by those Wakorinos. Yes, they are only only people who knows were known to be using those drums. So I take my drums and now I was coming. Only this guy to know later because some of them follow me, insulting me, all man of insult.
You are saved.
That I'm mad because yes, we know you. You have done so many things, but now you are mad.
Yeah.
When they realize what was inside that drum, now they say now we have realize you are true gangster.
Yeah.
Now, remember when we are doing all of this, there is one of my cousin who was connected to that garage who used to sell spare parts.
Yeah.
A place near Nairobi. He was approached by another guy, and he was asked, where do you get those spare parts? Where are those guys who used to bring you those spare parts? This guy, cousin of mine, say, I know one of my cousin with his friends. Maybe I can introduce you to them.
Yeah.
Now the guy was, I was told the story, and I decided to meet the guy. When I met this guy, he told me, now I have heard about you, what you do. Now I want you to show you where to get money. I think what you are doing, it is not, you are struggling, because sometimes you can take that car. And I remember there is sometimes we take another car and you are chased by police so much. And that car was dismantled by bullets. Even they thought we have died. Because yes, they shot that car. I remember they shot the back left tires. One of tire. That car from Village Market, just near here. That car goes almost some kilometer with rim. Until now, it was not be able to go.
Yeah.
We disappeared that car. There is a forest near here called Karura Forest. We disappeared there. Now we have found somebody who want to make our job easy. Said, now I want to show you how to make money. He asked us, do you know how to use? Now you know how to use guns. Okay, now I'll be showing you where to get money. That was when he introduced us to a first bank robbery in Nairobi, a bank called the Bank of Baroda, around Tomboya Street. And we managed. Did
you go to bring the gun you hide in gun?
Remember, no, yes, I have already retrieved the gun, and I have used it severally.
So you have 2 guns?
Now I have 2 guns. One, I'm lending it, and another one, I'm using it. Now, the first mission succeeded. We robbed the bank.
Bank robbery.
Yes, we robbed the bank at Bank of Baroda, and we disappear with 3 million.
3 million?
Yes, that time was a lot of money. I remember this is cash.
How was the mission?
The mission was, and I always says, there is something what people don't know. When you see a robbery, that is a manifestation.
Yeah.
The plan was done before. Because you cannot just guess the bank has money. How can you guess the bank has money? How can you get all banks has money? So there was inside job. We used to have somebody who know when the money is
inside that bank.
Yes, we used to know. Also, he has a share in this money. We also to know one of the police used to know that you will go for the money. Now we managed to disappear with that money, and I remember that time we steal that bank thrice until the bank was
3 times.
1 year until that bank was closed. Even to date, I don't know, that place has been having another supermarket called Ataski Beba Beba. They never open a bank again. Now, there was maybe something that happened. Something happened during this time, the third mission, when we are trying to steal money, that robbery of that time, we were almost to be killed there in Tomboya. But what saved us, one bag had coins. Those 5 shillings coins. Yeah. We pour those coins on the road. Now the member of public, they all entered the road starting collecting to pick the coins. Now we managed to hijack a minibus to take out of Nairobi. But when we are coming from Nairobi, there is a roundabout by then, not like today, they called Globe Cinema.
You were how many?
This time we are 6.
6 people.
Yes.
And you all have guns.
Yes. Now what happened, when we are trying to come out of Nairobi at Grove, we found the police were they have put a blockage there.
Yeah.
Now they didn't know which minibus we are in.
Which minibus?
Yes. Now we realize they are coming looking at those buses there. Now we came out, we combined with the police. Can you imagine you lying down at Globe Cinema in the midst of 2 policemen telling you to take cover?
So how did you join the police?
You know that in the midst of this confusion,
yeah,
we were ready to do anything.
Yeah.
Now I tell the guys, now everybody look for him for his own way. Now I found myself in the midst of, I was wearing a leather jacket, and I realized many police those years they used to wear a leather jacket. Now I had a gun, and this is an AK-47, you cannot hide. It's not like a pistol.
Yeah.
Now you have to be courageous. Demonically, I can say demonically courageous. Because I found myself in the midst of 2 police, sleeping, laying down, shooting my own members. You
so
see?
The policemen
yes.
thought you are a police officer also.
They thought I'm also. Yeah, because many of them were in plain clothes.
Plain clothes, yes.
Now I found myself in the midst of 2 policemen, and one was telling me, take cover, because the guy was shooting. My guys were shooting.
Your colleagues were shooting too.
Now you pretend like you are shooting on them.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that could have saved me.
Yeah.
Even though I was not shooting them, but I was shooting, directing somewhere.
Yes.
Which prayer can you pray that time? My prayer was one: God, if you save me from this, I will not steal again. And do you know God is faithful?
Did you say God?
No. I'm saying from inside my heart.
Yeah.
If you save me, I will never again steal. Do such a kind of. That is a prayer of redeeming yourself.
Yeah.
And by grace, I always say that the seed of God will not die.
Yeah.
God cannot die when he has a mission with you.
Yeah.
Because that was the time I knew that I could have died. Now what happened, this guy who was taking care, or who was controlling this mission, that officer said, let us enter our vehicles. Let us surround these guys. They are going to a place called Ngara. Let us, all of us, enter cars. They are going to Ngara.
Yeah.
Now what happened? When the cars come, I realized if I enter this flying squad vehicles, my life will be in danger. So I say, God help me. Now a Land Rover came. Those they used to use Mahindra.
Yeah.
And I knew I will sit near the door with my gun with all confidence. But I knew Ngara. If we reach Ngara, I'll disappear with this gun. That was my plan. And my plan succeeded. When I reach Ngara, I drop with my gun and I disappear.
They never shoot at you?
No. They don't
shoot at you?
We have come. They thought I'm a police.
They don't realize.
Up to now, they have not realized that I'm not an officer. You know that operation.
So you leaving?
Yes, this operation was led by 3 stations. There was Central Police, there was a Pangani, and there was a Parklands.
So they could not know which station you belong to?
Yes, 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 and that was what saved me. Now when I reach Ngara, I disappear with my gun, only to know when I was watching news in the evening. That is the time I heard that all police officers that were in that vehicle, that Land Rover, were suspended immediately because they have transported the gun. And not only the gun, the most wanted gun, and he has disappeared with the gun.
Oh my God.
The guy was. Now, this thing bring the station, especially Pangan police station, they were mad at me. And they decided where we shall found this guy. We are not going to catch him. We'll kill him. You see? Now is that time now you have become a are wanted. Now you are wanted.
Most wanted.
Yes, most wanted. Remember that thing started just small.
Yeah.
Started like a joke. Started like a joke.
Yeah.
And that is what happened today. People started things like jokes. Started by taking things easily.
Yeah.
Only to realize you are in it.
Yeah.
When you cannot go back. So we continue. And remember, I have told you that that time there was nobody to tell me. There was no forum. It was not like today. There are so many forums where we talk with youth, we talk with people who are in addiction, we talk with the people who are in crime, who are coming out of crime. But those years, there was nobody to talk with you. Now I realize after that mission, I said I will not steal again. Remember, that's personal effort.
Yeah.
Which many people even have said, I will try, I will not do this, I will not do this, I will not do this. With your effort.
All your friends survived?
Yes. Few. I think the only guy who survived, he's a pastor.
That mission?
That mission, one guy was killed.
One guy was killed.
Now we are left with 5. We continue, things continue to be bad. And I remember one day I was caught. The police used a lady.
They used what?
A lady officer who treated me, and they caught me.
And that lady knew you, and you knew her?
I never knew this lady because she was a barmaid. She was a barmaid.
She was working in a bar.
Yeah, but only to know later she was not just working there as a barmaid. She was an informer.
An informer, yes.
Yes. Now I was caught and taken to Nyao house.
How did she trick you?
This lady, I can remember one day she told me, because I used to take, that was a club, mostly I used to go.
You used to go there?
Yes. Now this lady was so beautiful. She treated me, she told me, tomorrow I want to, you will not buy a meat. Meat.
Yeah.
You know, alcohol and meat.
Yeah.
Now I said, if it's only meat, I will come. And he told me, come alone.
At the bar?
Yes. And mostly we used to go 3 or 2. And we don't used to sit together.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't used to sit together. One would sit on the door. Because that on the door he used to understand. I don't know what, there was something in us. You could feel, even a new police. You could guess this is not a light person. So
detect.
Yeah, you could detect. So if we detect, we could move from that club. So this time I'm alone. And I started taking my beer. The meat was brought. But before I take 2 pieces, two ladies that were sitting almost near me, I couldn't guess. Removed pistol. Said,
2 ladies?
Yes.
Removed pistol?
Yes. It is you who you want. Now, when somebody hands up, and the people have gone, what are you going to do? Yes. And immediately after, like 5 minutes, I think those people were around. I was taken by over 20 police officers. And I was taken to, by the way, I wanted to write a statement at Pangani, but then I was taken to Nyao house. Nyao house was a dark chamber. Maybe you have heard of the story of that place.
Where they torture?
Yeah, they torture people. Remember now they want the government gun. You have to give,
you have to
produce your friends and to produce the guns. Now I was taken there. For 2 months, I was detained there. And I'm telling you the truth. Things were bad. Because I remember there I went with jeans. And when I was coming there, it was a 3/4. There is a rats in that house.
Rats?
Rats. And
in
that room is
prison?
dark.
Yeah.
That is not a prison.
It is, yeah. It
That
is
is
not
a
prison.
torture chamber. It was a black. I
And they
remember,
tortured you.
yes. I used to sit on a stool that had nails.
Really?
Yes. My hands are tied, my legs are tied. And if I can open this leg, you can see. Even today have marks of electrical pads.
Oh.
How I was touched. For 2 months. Now what happened? I had money. And these guys who used to open for me, they came and they told me, we want the money. And then we are going to kill you at a place called Kitengela, a place in the Athi River. Athi River is a place where they are made, those years they were building this cement company. It was built then. Now they tell me, we will take you there and kill you there. But when we are going there, they have already, I told them where my money is. They collected almost 900,000 by then. There was a lot of money.
Yeah.
I had 2 pillows of money, 500 notes. Now they took me to Kitengela. They left me tied. They said, by the way, when I could look around, I could see the scars. I think those people used to take people there and kill them. But now they used to speak in a certain language that I cannot mention, but I could say these people are from one tribe.
Yeah.
So they tied me and they left me there. They knew I would die.
But the plan was going to kill you.
To kill me there. They left me there. One guy said, let him die here. Now, like I have said before, I started by saying that the seed of God does not die.
Yeah.
When I was there, I could see from a distance hyenas.
Hyenas?
Yes. And remember that
Jesus.
place, hyenas. What happened? God sent a Maasai who was taking care of some flock, some cows there.
Cows, yeah.
Yes, in case he said, oh, what are you doing here? By the way, I could see here. By the way, he used anjora, that those who would took a machete to cut the rope. Cut the rope. Both, even I remember he cut me there as he was cutting. And then he gave me 30 shillings. Hell, I will show you a road because here you'll die. People are dying here. By the way, I didn't tell him that I was brought here by police. He took me from a distance and then he showed me where aboard a bus and then travel back to Nairobi again. Then I decided, me, I will not steal again. But I realized, because remember there is a police.
But that time you were not living with your parents.
I was not living with my parents. How? Remember I have 4 houses.
4 houses?
Yes. I had a house, a place called Madare, slum. A house in Isili. Also in a place called, also a slum, called Kiamaiko. And another house in a place called Kibira.
You are renting them?
Renting, why? Those were hideout.
Hideout?
Yes. And remember, whenever I do a mission, because of fear, I could not even sleep in those 4 houses. I used to sleep in the forest. That's why I say, there is a scripture that says that a sinner will always learn, even when no one is chasing him. You understand? Yeah. So my life was totally messed. With all that money, even with those weapons, I used to sleep in the forest.
You couldn't sleep in the house?
Yes. Remember, I could not even eat well because I feared to eat in the hotel. Yes. I remember I used to survive with bread and milk. And that bread and milk, you get as a boy, you send that boy to go to a shop and buy it. Then you go back to the forest. You see? Now, the life continued to be bad. I remember even there is when I realized they wanted to kill me. I disappeared to Tanzania. Just across the border to Tanzania. And I go very far, a place called Mtwara. Mtwara is neighboring neighboring Malawi. When I was there,
But you still had your workmates that you used to work together.
Yes. Remember I told you when we used to do a mission,
Yeah.
we used to separate. We used to separate. Now I am in Tanzania. I'm fearing these guys that I have made them to be sacked from the job. They are looking for me, and every police know that when we meet this guy, they used to call me Bosco. When we meet Bosco, we'll kill him. Now I just crossed the border and I was in Tanzania, where I used to live, because remember I had to money.
Yeah.
I used to be in a good hotel
in Tanzania.
In Tanzania, Mtwara. The money, I finished the money, which is the cost? Stealing. Now neighboring, there was a tourist, a neighbor.
Yeah.
And I also say that there is a devil wisdom. The only plan comes in my mind. Just enter that room, and the guy is out. Take whatever thing you find there and disappear. I take the camera and a laptop. By the way, that was the first time I have seen a laptop.
A laptop?
Yes, I put the laptop in the bag and camera, and I started going. I reached somewhere because I was hungry, and now I cannot afford the food from the hotel where I'm. Now I go to a certain kakibanda, those village kiosk.
Yeah.
I wanted just to eat something and then continued my journey. When I was there, the radio announced a hotel from a certain place that somebody has broken from the hotel and has stolen a tourist property. Yes. Imagine, that's how devil put a mark.
Yeah.
Devil will always put a mark on you.
Yeah.
The guy who was selling Amze took a whistle. Then he blew a whistle. He said, according to what I have heard, I think it is you. Now when he blew when he blew the whistle, the guy came. These police who are working in the village.
Yeah.
Say, me, I want you guys to search this guy. If you found nothing, I will say sorry. When they start searching, what they get is camera,
laptop,
and laptop. Now, I'm in Tanzania. Nobody knows that I'm in Tanzania.
Yeah.
My friend does not know where I am. My people does not know. Now I am also taken to jail in Tanzania. For 1 month, I'm in Tanzania. Nobody knows where I am. Breaking and stealing. Yes, that is a breaking and stealing. Now I remember something happened. We were being to travel from Mtwara to a place called Lindi as a prisoners. Now on our journey, before we reach Lindi, that truck got an accident. It fell.
The truck you are inside?
Yes, the door opens.
Oh.
When the door opens, Tanzania, they don't run. They don't wipe themselves, sit down. Me, I always did like a Kenyan.
Yeah.
I disappear.
You run?
Yes. Remember, I'm wearing prison clothes.
Yeah.
What I did, when I was lying, I passed somewhere in a homestead, and I found a very big trouser. Now I wanted to remove the prison attire and then wear that trouser. It was very big because I remember I cut even that line to tear. And a very big shirt. Don't have shoe, a very big shirt, a very big trouser. By the way, it was like a skirt. It was like a skirt because I was very small. When I was learning, I come across those tracks of Kenya with a Kenya number plates. I decided I will stop. I will stand here until I see who is driving those truck. 2 guys came talking, speaking in Kikuyu language, which I am. I started talking with them. I tell them, I didn't tell them that I was in the prison.
No.
I tell them I have been coming here to work, and those people have refused me to go back home. Now I want to go home, to go back home. They asked me, we cannot carry you because this truck is not authorized to carry a third person. It's only carry a driver and a turnboard. But if you accept to be carried with a luggage, it's okay. Do you know what the luggage was? A dry skin.
Dry skin?
Yes, those cow skin.
Cow, smelling.
You know how they smell. Yes. Some of them they have that maggot.
Maggots.
Yes. And these guys told me, because it is illegal carrying even with that luggage, allow us to cover you.
Oh my God.
Remember, this truck is covered with a canopy.
Yeah.
That is a plastic. Eh? Yeah. You know that used to cover trucks.
Yeah. And there's a heat.
This time there was a sunny season. It was a summer. Inside, too much heat. Inside those skin. Now I don't have an option. Then they cut me a small space where I will be breathing. But let me, inside that truck at my, it's better I could have been died in Tanzania. Because those maggots were all over me. Smell. Heat. Now when we reached to the border, this guy then opened for me. They said, this guy might check. Now, what are you going to do? We'll show you a route whereby an NAIROBI route where we pass through, then you find us, go to another side where we'll pick you.
Yeah.
That is what happened. But on my way to this route, I disappear. Almost an hour. So this guy, they were checked and closed the border. When I saw the place now, I gotten from somebody that I asked, he showed me the road. When I reached there, I found that when the Kenyan truck were entering to Tanzania, they told me, I think that there is no other road at the other side of Tanzania. Now, you know yourself. What are you going to do? You see? Now, that's what happened. I tell the guy, now what am I going to do? I don't have money. Now I started moving. When I was moving, I reached somewhere. I reached somewhere where Maasais were selling goats. Remember the way I'm wearing?
Yeah.
The smell itself?
Yeah.
Now what am I going to do? You see?
Yeah.
Now what I did is that I tell when I was standing, a certain woman was trying to buy a goat. Now I asked him, how much money do you have? He told me I have 500. By the way, I always say that I have ever eaten money there before. But for this, it was too bad. I take the money and I left. While I was in a bus, inside the bus, I could see this woman struggling with the owner of the goat now. Because he was trying to look for somebody who sell for her. Who take the money, they cannot see. You see?
Oh my
and
God.
That is also another place that I could have been killed.
Yeah.
You see? I realized, oh, it's okay. Now, by the grace of God, I traveled back to Nairobi. You see? And I remember saying, I will not steal anything else. I will not. Now, my life, I have decided to change. But, remember I have told you, sometimes we try with our own effort.
Yes.
Which cannot work.
Yeah.
This time, all of this time, I have not included God in whatever process I want to take. What happens that, and now I have said that I don't want anything to do with robbery all this time. Remember, I'm still in drugs.
Yeah.
I'm still in drugs. I'm using heroin, I'm using cocaine. It's like now I am mad. One day, I was told by my guys,
so when you came from Tanzania,
yes,
you found them again.
Yes.
Your colleagues.
Yes, they are here. They give me some money, I build my body.
Oh.
But when I continued, there is something happened. They called me that there is another mission to go and steal a goddess, Hindu gods. You see this god that also, it was a golden image.
Yeah.
I said, oh. And they were saying, this is a lot of money. This is even, it is expensive than a car. Now we decided, four of us, to go and take the god of Hindu. We go, we tie the watchmen. And before we did that, remember, we are also in drugs.
Yeah.
There was a milk there where they used to feed that god.
Milk?
Yes. We take that milk. But surprisingly, that god was not even fighting for himself. Take the milk, we celebrate the god, and then we take the god. I put that god in my house for 7 days.
In your house?
Yes. And he never fight for himself. Until the same god, he become money. We sell the god. We divided the god. He become the money. Now, I remember the police officer who came to Nairobi, to our place, to ask to look for. This time he was not armed. He was not armed. He came with a speaker, whereby he was saying that, oh, now these children are not thieves. These are demons. Why did they take God?
Yeah.
Where did they take them?
Yeah.
Take that God. Now the life started to be like, now I'm becoming mad. And remember, the only jail I have not entered, I have tried to cut short because it's a very wide story.
Yeah.
The only jail that I have not gone, that jail that was built when I got born again in Kenya. Remember, I have been detained in almost all remand in Kenya, and also I have crossed border and have been detained in Tanzania. All of this is the lack of someone who could be able to talk to me. I didn't have somebody talk to me. I didn't have somebody talk to me. I realized my life become unmanageable.
Yeah.
When I now I was shot. I think you have seen me writing. This was a result of those crimes.
Yeah.
Because in finishing, when I was now coming to conclusion of that journey, I remember there was some time we were going to take money for another Hindu group called Guru Nanak. But the car that we ambushed was not the car that had money.
Oh.
Now the mission abort. Now there is where now we started fighting the police, only to be shot on my thigh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode allow us to stop it from here. Then we are going to ask him what happened after